Hello. Welcome to Monty Hall, where we are raising money for cats. If you didn't come here to raise money for cats, I hope you came here to laugh. You guys ready to get the show started?
Cat, I have a beautiful cat. You may have seen her up there. Her name's Kit Kat, beautiful little calico. She's the sweetest thing on earth. And originally, it was not supposed to be a long-term friendship, because I was like, yeah, I'm strong. I'll foster this cat for a week. I'm strong enough. I'm strong-willed. I won't fall in love with this thing immediately and protect it with all my heart. That's what happened. And I'll be serious, though. Like, it wasn't the smoothest transition at first. For example, we got her. She just was always covered in poop. And I was like, oh, my God. This is why they gave me this cat. Fuck. And, but, you know, it was cool. And I'll let you a secret about me. I like to drink a lot every day. And, you know, so one day I was very hungover, surprisingly. And, you know, I was laying in bed. I was freaking out. I was like, oh, my God, I can't really think. I'm not even going to make it to the bathroom. Oh, my God. So I roll over out of my bed and just throw up first place I can. And it's in Kit Kat's litter box. And I was like, oh, my God, this cat's never going to look me in the eye again. I'm a terrible foster parent. And to my surprise, immediately, Kit Kat ran to the fucking litter box and just covered it up for me. I was like, you're my ride or die. I'm never leaving you. This is great. And I told her, I go, hey, you know, if you ever shit in the living room, I'll take the blame. I got you.
I do have a cat. I love my cat very much. She's my sweet little baby girl, and I would kill each and every one of you to keep her alive for even 6 more months. She's so good. She's good. I also have fish. They're rescues as well. And I know I look like the kind of piece of shit that would say that. Like I actually do have rescue fish. I was walking home one night, and on the sidewalk there was a plastic bag with 15 live goldfish in it. On my walk home. Right? I'm up late. I see some weird shit. I'm not much of a gamer, but that has side quest written all over it. You can't just leave that there. I'm like, their purpose will be revealed, and I just took them home. That was 8 years ago. I still have them. They're massive. It's crazy. I got them home. There were 9 of them, 9 fish, and I had like 9 fish for about 3-4 years. And then one day I woke up and I just had 5 fish. I don't mean I had like 5 fish and 4 dead. I mean I just had 5 fish. Like there was a coup overnight. They were peaceful buddies for a long time, and then one day they were like, tonight's the night. And they just took over, and so like 5 of them just ate 4 of them, which is crazy. And I looked it up. I was like, does anybody know what the number 1 ingredient in fish food is? It's fish. Guys, I was feeding them themselves for a long time, and they just acquired a taste for it. Do you understand? I can't get mad at that. That's like if I was in prison and all you did was feed me prisoner. And then one day you woke up and my celly's gone and I have all of his stuff. Do you know what I mean? Also, I kept the fish. I kept them. Because that's the only animal you would keep after doing something like that, too. Like, if I had, like, 20 ferrets one day and I woke up and I had 10 ferrets the next day, those ferrets would be gone. Some guy would be finding them in a plastic bag on the sidewalk on the way out of here.
Yeah, I am proud to say I'm fully aligned as a cat person now. It's a partisan issue for me. And listen, I feel like I'm in a safe company to say that, right? I'm sure there's some secret dog people among us, and I don't want you to speak up, okay? That's how I feel. But I have good reason, and I don't hate dogs. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with dogs. I loved my dog growing up. Wonderful dog. But he was an extreme pervert, okay? I told that to someone, and they said, Jess, every dog's a pervert. Would you say every man is like R. Kelly? No. My dog was R. Kelly vibes, okay? That's level of perversion that we're working with. All right? And we didn't have another dog or anything, so he was just humping everything all the time. He was humping the furniture, the family. It was getting out of control, and we were like, what are we going to do about this? You know? And I was a Build-A-Bear collector growing up, okay? So once he discovered my stack of Build-A-Bears, it was game over, okay? That was his favorite target. And that traumatized me as a child who loved my Build-A-Bears, who named them, who dressed them, who had to come home and change their outfits and put their outfits in the laundry because of my dog. My cat never put me through that, you know? So we had a family meeting because we were like, what are we going to do about this? Okay, so we all sat down and we're like, what are we going to do about Alvin? Okay, his name is Alvin. And we're like, maybe the best solution is to make Alvin his own Build-A-Bears for lovemaking. and great idea, right, in theory. Then you get in the car with your family, and then you drive to Build-A-Bear Workshop with them. With the goal of making sex bears for your dog. Okay? Like, I walked in and I knew this was wrong immediately. Started feeling that gut feeling, we shouldn't be doing this. You know, they've got Kids Bop playing. And then I'm walking and there's like, you know, that line of bears you choose from. I'm trying to feel out which one's the right size for him. Like, it's fucked up. A cat's never made me go through that. Okay? So I'm picking out the right one. I'm like, this one has a good arch in its back. I don't know. And then, you know, I bring it to the station to fill it. And I'm filling the bear and pressing my little foot on the pedal. You know, they're asking me if it's my birthday. I don't want to say why I'm doing this. And I'm looking at that bear in the eyes, you know, as they're rotating it. And deep down, I have to know and live with myself, knowing that this is not the last time this bear is getting stuffed. Okay? It's fucked up. The cats never made me go through that. There would be times where I'd come home from school or whatever, and there'd be Build-A-Bears all over the apartment, the house, wherever we were living at the time. He turned it into a Diddy party, like in our house, every day. And then I have to pick them up, clean them up. You know, it's like messed up. And, you know, Alvin, he was laid to rest recently, R.I.P. Alvin. But now I look back on that time, and it makes me realize I was just my dog's Ghislaine Maxwell.
I'm just excited because there is actually like a street cat that we were trying to get, and he's been outside, but his name's Turpentine. He's very cute.
Oh yeah, that's my cat. That's my cat. Her name's Olive. She's a muted calico, and I have taken the liberty of drawing human hands on her, which I think is cute, but some people find absolutely fucking ghoulish. The strobe effect was not part of that, but that's fine. Yeah, this is my cat. That's who's sitting on the toaster. And if you think I just did this once and walked away happy with myself, you're wrong, because I've done it so fucking many times. You find what you love and you just let it kill you, right? That's the Buddhist proverb, right? So I've just been drawing human hands on my beautiful little... It's my little girl with a beard, and now she's just got mitts on her, you know? I'm not done. There's a lot more. Like, I could do this bit endlessly. Like, I started doing this about a year ago, and I think I've got enough to make, like, 3 calendars. And I don't mean monthly calendars.
Made a big mistake on Valentine's Day. We're in April, it's still conflicting me. We're not a big Valentine's Day couple. I was like, yeah, we're good. February 14th, wake up. You know, I'm like, hey, very grateful to spend another Valentine's Day with you. Love you. Smooch. Go make some coffee. And she goes, hey, actually, you know, I made you something this year. And I'm just like, what the fuck did you say? Why would you do it? What? I didn't even have a card. What? And she goes, I made you this. And it was a leather wallet from scraps, and she sewed it. It was very nice. She was like, yeah, I noticed you needed one. You've been talking about getting one. Figured I'd make one for you. I was like, damn. It's going to be a long day. So I panicked a little bit, but I remembered. I was like, all right, she got me something that I really needed for a while. I can reciprocate. I can figure this out. Orgasm. It's been a minute. I'm very selfish sometimes, you know. And I was like, all right, hey, your gift's actually in the bedroom. I'm like, oh, yeah. So we take her to the bedroom. We started kissing, making out. You know, I kissing her neck. I lay her down on the bed. Kissed down her chest. I don't want to be crass. You know, it's my wife. And start kissing down her stomach. And, you know, pull down her britches, and I'm from Oklahoma. That's how we do it. And I don't want to be crass, everybody, but I start kissing, and I just go to town on that pussy hole. I start licking, I start lapping. I'm fucking doing the vagina monologues in my head. I'm like, let's do this. Sucking on what I'm pretty sure is the clitoris, and I'm like, this is great. Stay with me, folks. And I'm just going. I'm like, Cupid's on my side. This is love. This is Valentine's Day. This is for you. And probably 45 seconds in, who's counting I just feel this on top of my head. Just, I was like, happy Valentine's Day indeed. Oh, yeah. And I look up at her, and she's like, you want to watch a movie? I go, whoa. What's going on? She was like, I don't know. I'm not really in the mood. Let's watch the movie or something. I go, hey, no, we got to talk about this. I'm acts of service. This is your love language. I'm going for it. And she was just like, no, it's not the moment. I go, all right, well, it can't. I remember to take out my Invisalign this time, so it can't be that. And she's like, no, thank you for remembering, but it's not that. I go, well, then what is it? She goes, it's the way you're doing it. I was like, elaborate. What are you talking about, She goes, you're doing it kind of fruity. 17 years with this woman. I just find out she's a homophobe, so I'm heartbroken. I go, holy hell. Fruity, I got to push back. This is the least fruity thing a man could do. She goes, no. All right, don't get mad. I go, I'll never get mad. What are you talking about? She goes, I look down at you. I go, yeah? She goes, you had your feet hiked up going back and forth. Like you're writing in a diary. And I go, oh. Well, that is pretty fruity, honey. So I took out my butt plug. We watched a movie. It was a whole thing. I think we got turpentine. A little terp. I think we got him. Turpentine. Little terpy. Shh, she's skittish. Hey, little buddy. Hungry? Oh my God. Hang in there, guy. So, few foster facts. Turpentine is a man coon.
That's I feel a little guilty about that one because she was taking a shit. But it's okay. The reason I started doing this actually, Josh, he put this together, and the reason I started doing this was because he asked me to cat sit for him once, and I was like, absolutely, cats love me. And I was wrong. His cat hates my fucking guts. But if you're a cat sitter, you have to send proof of life to the owner of the cat, right? So every day I'd have to send a picture, but the cat was hiding from me and didn't like me, so I couldn't send them a picture every day. So I just started updating it by drawing, this is Joshua's cat, kitty cat, and I sent him this picture without the hands one day, then the next day I just sent it with. So he is the reason I've been doing this. For like a year now. It's his fault. I have no idea whose cat that is.
I think we're also due for like a really good CEO scandal, right? Like we had like the McDonald's CEO scandal this year, and that was fun. He didn't eat the burger. We know he doesn't eat those burgers, but they eat children's livers. I don't know what billionaires eat, okay? It's whatever, but it's definitely not the burger. But we haven't had like a juicy one, right, in 2026 yet. Like last year we had the Coldplay Kiss Cam scandal, okay? We all remember it. Some of us are still talking about it. Me. I love that scandal, okay? Because it was beautiful. None of us knew who those people were, and then once we found out the guy was a CEO, we fucked his shit up, okay? We came together, all together, and we just ruined his life. It was a beautiful thing. We don't come together like that anymore. But that wasn't even my favorite CEO scandal of 2025, okay? Mine was the Kohl's CEO scandal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one. It was just the Kohl's CEO, he got caught funneling the company's money to the woman he was having an affair with, okay? Which is standard fun stuff, but it was nice to make fun of him, you know, because we all knew, you know, he was gonna go off to be the CEO of somewhere else like Boscov's or JCPenney, whoever would take him in a few months once it all blows over. But I did kind of feel bad for the woman that was involved in that situation, you know, because it's got to be so embarrassing being known as the lady that sucked dick for Kohl's cash. It's just a coupon, you know. I think about her a lot because, like, maybe she was just going through her hoe phase, right? I think everyone's entitled to one. Has anyone ever had a hoe phase? All right. Yeah, thank you. There's always one. I'm just kidding. No, I aspire to have one, okay? I really do, but I have really bad anxiety, okay? I have bad OCD, okay? And I have the type, I don't have like the contamination type. Like I have the type where I'm like overthinking, I have repetitive thoughts, it gets in the way, I do things over and over and you know, like it's that type. So I didn't think it would get in the way of like trying to have a hoe phase. So I hooked up with someone, and after it was done, I was like, hey, that was really nice, you know? And they were like, that was okay. And we're not off to a great start. The feedback, and they were like, I'm just curious, you know, do you always have to check to make sure the stove is off 8 times before you finish? That's when I knew it wasn't gonna work out, you guys. This bozo, he can't even tell I faked that orgasm. So I can get up and check the stove a 9th time, okay? 9's my number. 9's my number. No. There's other things that keep me from having a solid hoe phase too. I think my general vibe gets in the way. Yeah.
Ah, jeez, all right. He is a cat. I'm sorry that this cats do this. Just, you know, show some respect. Oh, buddy.
After a while, I was just like messaging people. I'm like, can you send me pictures of your cats? I'm like, of course. And then I do this, and they're like, I'm not doing that anymore. I like this one because he's already dressed up, and I just made it weirder. That's also the reason I like this one. He's already in a little costume. I can tell you're not completely on board with this anymore, and that's fine. Here's the thing. I started doing this at the wrong time because, like, AI can do this in, like, a second. This will take me forever, but AIs can do this now, and I'm, like, fighting against it. I feel like I'm, like, a soldier again. Hey, here's the thing. I'm not even that mad at AI because, like, it didn't ask to be here either. People are mad, oh, it's going to take my job. It's not going to take my job. I sell lizard eggs on the dark web. I'm safe. There's no... And, like... Here's the thing, like, I was a 90s kid. I watched hackers. Like, a computer guy like, a hacker used to be a guy that could outsmart the computer. Now AI and the guy, like, the computer and the guy are the same thing now, which is horrifying. You know what I mean? Like, man, we were all laughing when it was just making Will Smith eat spaghetti. Remember? We were just making him eat more noodles than any man could eat. And we laughed. We go, oh, make him eat more spaghetti. Make him eat more spaghetti. Make the Fresh Prince eat spaghetti. And now it knows all of our secrets. Do you understand? So I'm just drawing heads. All right, I don't even know whose cat that is anymore either. I like that one because you can kind of see that paw. And this, again, that one's taking a shit too. Guys, I was just so proud of this that I wanted to show it off. It's not related to most of the bits that I have. But I am pretty proud. That one's good. See, after a while, people stopped sending me photos, so I just started screen grabbing them from TikTok. I don't know who that is.
Pad Paws Animal Rescue can give you some information. All right, buddy. You're feeling frisky today, huh? All right. Off he goes. Bye, Turpentine. Everyone say bye, Turpentine. Oh, no. Okay. All right, buddy.